Well, it's time for some lies on MSNBC about Roe v. Wade, the 1-year celebration of Roe v. Wade being rightly overturned, featuring Kamala Harris.
Republicans remain focused on pushing restrictive laws that Americans overwhelmingly reject.
The body inside of the mom's body is not her body, not her body, not her choice.
I was blown away that that clip was even shown.
We also wanted to bring around this table people whose lives and work were directly affected by the elimination of the right to an abortion.
Oh, good. They're going to bring out the biggest effect on the elimination of the right, which would be a whole bunch of babies, 30,000 babies that are alive this month.
Joining me are Genesis Sanchez, an abortion.
Oh, it's a bunch of adults. See, I was wrong. They'd never make that argument. By the way, we give to these crisis pregnancy centers where tens of thousands of babies, mostly minorities, are now walking around because Roe v. Wade was overturned.
Day when I heard that the highest court in our land took a constitutional right from the women of America, from the people of America.
They didn't take away a right. It's the right was never established in the Constitution. Ruth Bader Ginsburg even agreed with it, that it was invented a right out of whole cloth and it was not recognized. So you didn't take anything away.
One of my inspirations was RBG. And the idea that the highest court in our land just did that and rolled back rights that had been recognized was...
This is the greatest quote of all, because Ruth Bader Ginsburg knew that Roe v. Wade was one of the worst decisions the Supreme Court ever met. Now, she went along with it because of stare decisis, saying once it's been established for 30 years, you have to follow it. But she's the one that said it was, even Ruth Bader Ginsburg said it was poorly decided. So strange that Kamala is rewriting history and brainwashing you in the process.
And I immediately knew when that decision came down what it would mean for real people almost immediately in our country.
The real people it affects in our country is the new data on a large decline in abortions post-Dobbs. We end up doing, it'll be at least 60,000 less abortions a year. That's 60,000 people walking around. They're guessing more like 100,000 babies are going to be born. This is a huge victory on America because America still has this blight of infanticide on our record. I'm only representing this side, okay? MSNBC would never have a conversation with 5 disagreeing people on this issue. They will have one party, one decision that's the same as the White House, but this is where you hear the other opinion. I'm Doug in Exile.